I'm Richard Hadden from Contented Cow Partners. I'm the co-author of Contented Cows Still Give Better Milk. And I've been working with clients for about the last 25 years or so, specifically in the areas of employee engagement and customer experience. If you're a manager or supervisor, your leadership skills, and whether we like it or not, our kind of who we are being evaluated and tested during difficult times, challenging times, like never before. Where you shine naturally, that's going to shine even more during difficult times. And your weak spots, those are going to be exposed to the world, again, like never before during these more difficult times. And so I want to cover a few things that I think will help you right away to be a more effective leader at all times, I think, but especially during difficult, challenging, and uncertain times. So first, I want you to think about this list of 5 leadership traits: communication, empathy, positivity, delegation, and confidence. And of those 5 traits, I'd like for you to think about, in your view, what is your real competitive distinction, your real forte, your real strength among those 5? And then and this is not, by the way, the time to be humble. That's coming in just a minute. But I want you to pick your real strength. And then what I'd like you to do is to think about the one area that you know is just not your thing. The one of those 5 traits that you would say, that's the one I struggle with the most. I have the greatest room for improvement. I'd like for you to pick your weakest of those 5 strengths. Then I want you to find someone you work with and someone whom you trust to tell you the unvarnished truth. This person would tell you your baby is ugly if that were the case, all right? Somebody you can really trust to tell you the truth. I want you to ask them the same question. Give them those 5 leadership traits: communication, empathy, positivity, delegation, and confidence. And say, which is my strongest point and which one do I need to work on the most? In the work that we've done over the last 20 years or so, I can tell you that there's about a 72% chance that your answers will match their answers. But whether they do or not, I want you to take what you think, either you think or they think, or maybe both of you think, are your one greatest weakness. And then I want you to resolve to work on it. Really get to work on that. Read books, find books. You probably have a few books on your shelf right now on that subject. Find podcasts, find YouTube videos, read articles on the internet, anything that is a credible source that will help you to improve that skill. And then I want you to put on your calendar at 30-day intervals a self-check on how you're doing with that skill. At the end of 90 days, I believe you'll be a far better delegator, communicator, empathetic person, positive person, or confident person based on that. The second thing that I would like for you to do, and that is, in addition to checking in on the welfare of the people on your team, and I know you're doing that anyway, I would challenge you to find one person every day who is not on your direct team. In other words, you're not their boss. Go to them, check in on them, and find out how they're doing during a difficult time. You don't have to promise to do anything for them except just to listen. Find that second person, somebody who's not on your team, check with that person, a different person, every day that you can. And the third thing that I want you to think about is, if the pressure of a difficult time ever gets to be too much for you, and actually I had to do this yesterday. When that happens and you feel the need for a relief on your pressure valve, my suggestion, get up, go outside, take a walk for 10 or 15 minutes. The going outside is important. Don't just walk around the halls inside. Go outside, weather permitting. Look at other things. Think about other things. Breathe the air. Move at a different pace. The problems that you have to solve will still be there when you get back. It's important to take that time for your mind, your brain, and your soul to heal so that you'll be better able to attack those problems when you get back. So again, 3 things. Number 1, do a self-assessment and have someone else do an assessment of your strongest and your weakest of those leadership traits that I gave you earlier. And then resolve over the period of about 90 days to get better deliberately and intentionally at that one particular trait that either you or your colleague or both thought was your weak point. Secondly, make it a practice, make it a daily habit to check in on the welfare during difficult times, especially of someone who is not on your team. And thirdly, when the pressure gets to be too much for you in terms of self-care and you need a moment to relieve that pressure valve, do so by going outside, taking a walk, not thinking about work, and looking at other things and getting into a different pace.